Happy New Year's. Number two, let's just dive right into it. We all don't have time. We're all like very serious about our time, especially going into 2024. So I'm going to talk to you guys about building your own YouTube in 2024. However, in addition, any questions that you guys have about health, fitness, mindfulness, spirituality, anything about life, if for some reason God calls me to answer it correctly for you, you guys can definitely make sure to ask along the way. I'm completely fine with pausing in between my points that I have for you guys tonight to answer your guys' questions. You do not have to wait till the end. I'm happy to answer any questions. So also to make sure to give this video a thumbs up as you guys come in and make sure to subscribe. So, all right, let's dig in. Do you want another side income? Do you want to make money on the internet? Do you see everyone else making money on the internet and you're like, is this real? Is it scammy? I always see these ads. It's really awkward. I can't tell. Maybe you know someone, then you're good. But if you don't, I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of opportunity on YouTube that I think is not talked about enough. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because you guys, my beautiful Embody Pursuit family, have voice like, oh yeah, Ciana, you're really encouraging me to start my own YouTube. So I was like, you know what, let me just really give the real, like, I don't like, obviously I'm not monetized yet. I only have 2,600 subscribers, which I love every single one of you guys. And it just shows that you guys are really looking for real potent, genuine information, not like with all the bells and the whistles and the super overly done editing, which maybe I'll do videos like that in the future, but that's not what we do here. We're like about actual real transformation and change and diving deep and having real conversations. So I'm just going to tell my business tonight about YouTube and my journey with YouTube. And I really think it'll awaken some things for you to start your own YouTube and see that it's really not that serious. And you really could be making either part-time income or full-time income. So my goal is to definitely be full-time. I'm part-time on YouTube right now, but this is the thing. Okay, so let me just start out with the embarrassing part, okay? Let me start out with the embarrassing part. So I'm going to actually show you guys my analytics right now. And it's very eye-opening because if I've been on YouTube for like I've had the platform for like 12 years, I think, something wild. So let me see. So this is my analytics right here. Let me like wipe my phone off. So this is my analytics, and I'm actually going to show you, so content, let's just do live videos. Let me see, so overview. Okay, so I'm going to go to views, right? And I'm going to go to lifetime. Okay. So look at this, guys. See that line, that entire line, and then see all of this? That's me actually taking my YouTube serious. All of this is when I was overthinking, overanalyzing, self-sabotaging, doing imposter syndrome, doing I'm not good enough, doing I don't like the way I look on camera, I don't like the way that I sound on camera, doing I don't know how to speak on camera, like every single thing in the book of the the reason why I did not start my YouTube. And this is the thing. So I started going on consistently, like every single week, about a year and a half ago. I started kind of posting here and there. It says, so around June 2020 is when I started kind of like posting a video here and there about like, I used to be a caregiver for my grandmother, bless her soul. She's transitioned now, but I would kind of post about that. I had some other traumatic things happen in my life with someone that was a loved one of mine. Succumbed to drug. I mean, they didn't pass away, but their life went to shambles. Now they're actually doing amazing. But during that time, I like shared about them doing drugs, doing heroin, doing crazy stuff, and how that really affected me and ended up giving me like a lot of triggers and a lot of like trauma from that. So it was like kind of a healing. So anyways, long story short, we're past that. It's 2024. We transmuted it, turned it into power. So I started just getting comfortable. It's like, okay, let me just start talking about like something I'm going through, right? I don't even know what I want to do with this, but I know that I'm supposed to be doing something Okay. So 2020 is when I kind of started it. Again, if you guys have any questions about something aside from starting a YouTube, and it's about what we do here, which is health, fitness, mindfulness, going to the next level. And the reason why I named my page Embody Pursuit, by the way, and I'm going to start talking about this more, but we're really embodying every single level that we want to get to. So pursuing, I feel like, is a very passionate, it's a very potent, it's a very serious movement, right? Like when you are pursuing something, you are putting forth your best energy. You are putting your blood, sweat, and tears. You are doing the research. You're becoming an expert. You are willing to fail in order to become successful. Like when you're in pursuit, it's serious. And then embodiment is you really turn into that thing, right? So you really turn into fitness. You really turn into a healthy person. You really turn into up leveling your spirituality. You really turn into just a better person. Like you're embodied. It's not like a fluffy, like, oh yeah, I'm like living my best life and it's so cool. No, you are embodying each level. So every level, every season, you become embodied. It's not like you try it out for a little bit and then you're like kind of better and then no, our pursuit over here, our goal over here is to actually embody these things. So I am spirituality. I am meditation. I am journaling. I am like not like I am doing those things. Like I am it. Like I am embodied with it. Like if you were to open up my DNA, like look at my DNA, you would see journaling, meditation, fitness, like you would see it in my DNA. So that's why I called my page Embody Pursuit, by the way. Um, so I did see a question come in. So that's why I just am like, I'm restarting my channel. I deleted all my old stuff. It was cringe. You know what's interesting about that? I would challenge you to keep it. And this is just my opinion. Um, you'd be surprised. People like seeing journeys. And I think it just brings more value to the authenticity that is missing in the world. Everything's AI, everything's using a fake voice, everything's a copy of everybody. And essentially, in a way, all of us are, in some way, we're all, nothing's new under the sun. I'll just put it like that. But you guys know what I mean when I say that. Like everyone's just kind of like trying to go viral. And when you're really like wanting to build your own community or you're really trying to serve people through your experiences or through your expertise or through your journey of failing and having success, they like seeing, like if you see mine, I'm just like, oh my God. And I know I'll look back at this exact video and be like, seriously, Ciana, you were like, you had these lights, you're sitting in front of your Peloton, like really? Like, but I just kind of like started to take it as part of like the like if you were to look at like my whole journey on like a map, it's kind of just like part of like the fun journey or like the levels of the video game. Like it's just part of it. Like, oh wow, you were able to overcome like having really bad audio. Now I have better audio. Like it's just each thing you improve at. So at first I was just doing them only in my car because I was telling myself that was the only time I had time. So I was only doing YouTube in my car, fuzzy videos, going in and out. I'm on the way to the gym, so I'm not like dolled up. Like I don't have makeup on, so hair's to the side, and I'm just talking like hair's like looking weird, sweatshirts like looking crazy, and but like that's really what women do. Like they really are going to the gym, and of course you want to be clean, and that all that stuff is on point. But it's like I wasn't trying to necessarily do my hair because I was going to the gym. So now when women follow me, they can see that and they can say, look, like she's a real person. She's not Instagram reel ready all the time, like Instagram or TikTok post ready, shorts ready all the time, like in a perfect, super cute fly outfit and like my makeup fully done in like a cute slick back bun and like looks like I'm ready for the club, but like I have a workout outfit on. That's just not real life. So, anyways, I just to let you know, I personally I enjoy looking at old stuff. It makes me connect more. It makes it more real and it makes it like, wow, I admire their consistency because I can see that they got better with their lighting. I can see that they got better with their camera. I can see that they got better, more confident speaking. I am a very confident speaker in real life, but through the lens, I just was like, this is, I can't take it. Like, this is just weird. So I found that, okay, so going back to my analytics really quickly. So I found that going live, it made it a little bit more real. It felt like I was sitting in front of a group, sitting, maybe with loved ones or family members. I just was like, I'm talking to one person here. Like, I'm not going to think I'm talking to thousands of people. I'm talking to one person that really just needs my help. So even though like there's 6 people on right now, it's like I'm talking to all of you guys really individually. All 6 of you, I'm assuming, are not sitting in the same room. So really, in a way, we are all having a one-on-one conversation. And I was like, that's working for me. The energy of that, it feels really good. It feels natural. I feel like I can just flow better in my energy when I'm talking, even if it's on a live. So like in the car, I should have put this on. Do not disturb. So again, going through this, if I would have, so it says April 18th, 2013 is when I started my my YouTube, all that time. So I didn't start going consistent until the end of, like, see that big spike right there? That's when I like really started to go consistent. What date is that? Oh, 2021. Okay, so 2021 is when I started to like just post consistently, and then now it's 2023, right? So yeah, I only have 2,000 subscribers, but it's obvious, right? Like I don't have like the whole editing and the professional camera. I've just been doing this like off the whim. But what I'm proud of is the consistency. But this is for you. And what I want to say is what this proved to me, because I've been able to make money from this. Like, even though I only have 2,000 subscribers at the moment, I really, in my mind, I'm like, I have God's amount of subscribers that God wants me to have. So at this time period, this is the amount of subscribers, and these are the amount of views that I'm supposed to have to help these particular people at this time, right? Like, I think a lot of people try to go viral. That works for some people, and some people that is their path, but not everybody's meant to go viral. And usually the viral pages, they don't know how to do it again. So like they did it. So first of all, if you need resources, you're going to want to make sure to write this down or watch this on the replay. Daryl Eves, Roberto Blake are my 2 favorites. So just watch if you are contemplating or like you need to get up some confidence or you just need to understand YouTube, Roberto Blake is my personal favorite. There's hundreds of them on YouTube, but I love his authenticity. He does 5-hour lives, like I think every other Saturday. And he literally answers everybody's questions. Of course, you have to give a super chat, but he answers everybody's questions and he does a deep dive into analytics. I even started to improve when I just understood things about analytics. But Roberto Blake, his black guy, wears a hat. He has like, to me, it's cool because he could be like a Halloween costume. It's like he always has his hat, he always has his little bun, he always has his glasses on, and like a black t-shirt or like a white t-shirt. Like he just has like his whole vibe, and he's just chill and he's real. He's gutter. And when I say gutter, that's I don't know if it's a California thing or just me and my friend group, but he is gutter. He will tell you suck, like not you, but like your content is trash. You're not going to be better if you do this. He puts it into real life. So, and he makes it, you also get confidence in the fact that a lot of these pages have teams behind them, like whole productions, right? Like, you know what I mean? Or like a lot of them are 18 years old and they're still living with their mom and dad, and they don't have any worries and real responsibilities in life. So they just have the creative flow and time. All that's an excuse though. Don't rest on that. Like you just need to look at your circumstance and adjust. So for me, I just was like, look, okay, I know I feel called to do YouTube. I don't have a $5,000 camera. I don't have the $5,000 lighting. I feel like I don't have time, but when do I have time? Okay, it's in the car. Okay, let me just push live in the car. So I've been able to get almost 3,000 subscribers just from pushing live in the car. If you think about it, I do have some regular videos where like I show my fitness and stuff like that, but a lot of my views are from just going live like this. So if you are, and also too, so this is another thing, if you want to do, go live, but you're like, I'm not really ready to have people seeing me go live. You can do the video as unlisted. Okay, so you can unlist the video and then you can do live and then you can upload it and then make it public. So if you're like, I don't really, but me, I feed off of it. Like when I just saw you say pretty nice, like that keeps me going, right? If there was nobody, I'd be like, hi guys, this is how you need to start your YouTube in 2024. Like for me, I am still working on having the same energy when there's not like a live audience watching me. So, or maybe I don't have to do that. I could just let it be easy. I could just always do lives. Who knows? I'm not thinking too much about it, or overthinking it. So another thing about this, I could have been full time if I would have started back here in 2013. I could have been full time, probably had 1 million subscribers, full time, built a huge, great community, gotten better and better every year. So I'm not going to dwell on that, but don't be that person. And some of you probably are right there with me, and your analytics probably look like that too. But my thing is, I still decided to start, and the time's going to go by anyway. Like you're like 2020 when I started kind of posting a little bit. It's 4 years later now. It's 2024 now. So the time was going to go. So what if I was still self-sabotaging, still saying I'm not enough, still complaining that I don't have the lighting, still complaining that I don't like to hear my voice? I don't think most people I don't think I used to not, I actually think I have a nice voice, but it was weird hearing it like in a video. So they won't do it for a whole year. Just like, okay, I need to just learn how to speak better. This is so true. And I love that I'm doing this even though I'm not monetized yet, because I think that there's a lot of fluff, like from the really huge content creators that are at 500K, 1 million. They're so far removed from what it feels like to be like a smaller YouTuber that they're not in touch with what I'm telling you right now. So I love that this is like raw, uncut, real, like grind energy. And even if you're watching this in the future, this is the real deal of what it feels like when you're going through building a YouTube channel that's not monetized yet. So, I it's possible. You can, if I would have, back in 2020, everybody started getting on YouTube and people were like, it's oversaturated, it's oversaturated. What I've learned from this is that it's not possible to be oversaturated. I don't think it's possible because you're not me, right? Like I'm not overdone on the earth, right? You're not overdone on the earth. I'm not you. So like there is something that you need to share with the world that only you can say. Like, and the type of people that need to hear it only can hear it from you. It could be the same thing about losing weight, fitness, starting a business, gaining confidence, racism. Like it could be about anything, but because they heard it from someone that looks like you, or someone that sounds like you, or someone that's from where you're from, that's when they actually are able to hear it. Okay, I got to do my listening and hearing it. I think you can actually hear it, but listening. So yeah, they'll hear it, but like let's just be honest. If when I look at fitness videos, I look up I just love, that's part of one of my hobbies. I'm going to answer. That's a good one. I need to find my niche and just go with it. Okay, I'm about to dig into that one. So, because I just do so much, like Daryl Eves, I'm going to get to him in a second too after that. But I do a lot of like YouTube, how to build your page research, because I want this to be full time, not YouTube, but like pouring into a community. That's what I want to be my full time purpose. Like I'm ready to step into my purpose full time. So oh my gosh, it was so good too. I just lost it. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to answer your question and then it'll come to me. I know it. So the niche thing is a part of overthinking. I did the same thing for that entire time. This was me overthinking on the niche. And you're going to hear that a lot Okay, oh, that I know what I was going to say. So someone needs to hear it from you. So for example, if I'm looking up fitness, a lot of white men come up all the time. White men, 28 in their 30s, 40s. It's now being found out that a lot of these tests that are out there, that all these studies and a lot of like the fitness standard, it was measured by white men. Like the subjects in the study were white men. Me being a black and Punjabi woman, that's not going to work. Like those standards aren't going to work for me. So even though they might have 50,000 million trillion subscribers and have fantastic information and present it very well, I'm not going to resonate with that. I resonate, why I started going live? Um, and I'm going to get back to your question. You know why I started going live in my car? I noticed, okay, I looked at the top 10 people that I watched most consistently. 5 of them, no, I'm exaggerating. 4 of them just press live in their car. And I'm like, I can do that too. And they have over 100K just from pushing live in their car. Like fuzzy video, audio sometimes in and out, but because their information is so potent, I love Rebecca Lynn Pope. I relate to her. She's a black woman. She talks about things that she's in her 50s. She has a lifestyle that I aspire to have. She's a great, like, she don't even know, but she's like one of my mentors in my life, right? So because her information is so potent, so it kind of reminds me of like ancestrally, right? We used to have elders in all of our villages. Well, we have elders now, but like everything's so spread out, we don't really move in a village type of way, even though my Punjabi side does. That's a whole nother video. But there's not like in a village setting, elders. So you kind of like, if you don't have good examples in your life, and I do, but like for the lifestyle that I see envision for myself, she has, like, I see myself in her 20 years from now. Even though she doesn't live in LA, she lives in Atlanta. It's like I get to like learn from her, and I only can hear, I have to hear it from her. Like it can't be from somebody else. So what I want to say is with you, like if you are into, I'm not sure what a range of niches, but you could be into cars, you could be into cooking, you could be into mechanic, doing mechanic stuff, you could be into travel, but they have to hear it from you. Like for example, another one is like, yes, there's tons of travel pages, right? So someone might be like, that's an oversaturated niche, but it's not, because you're not oversaturated. Like they have to hear it from you. Like there's a lot of pages that are coming up now where it's like a lot of um, like safe places for Black people to travel, like in Europe and things like that, where there's been issues. And if I'm listening to like an older Persian couple that are in their 60s, like visiting the Mediterranean, that's cool, but like I would rather hear someone more my age that's traveling over there, and like I'm going to try, do you see what I'm saying? It's like I have to hear it from them because I'm connected with that more. So there's something that is like that for everybody, and there's hundreds of angles you can take this. So I'm just going back to your question right now. So um you said YouTube algorithm is weird. Some stuff I got decent views and likes on, some stuff barely. Okay, so the YouTube, and I'm going to be very blunt. The YouTube algorithm thing is not a real thing. It's not a real issue. So, okay, I would have you looked at your analytics? Like, did you really dive in deep and study your analytics? And I'll say this for myself. So I was like, why do some videos pop and why do other ones not pop? So there's there is a formula. And if you can kind of nail that formula every time, you'll start to notice that you get more consistent views. So for me, and hopefully this might unlock something for you, I I do not start my videos. If you notice, like my last like 10 videos, it's rare when I say, "Hi guys, it's Ciana. I just wanted to pop on today. And I just had like a little bit of extra time. So I wanted to, kind of pop in with you guys and talk for about 20 minutes and, you know, like that whole thing is boring. Nobody cares. And some of you guys don't even know me. So that's it. It's people are done. Like I do that all the time when someone has a long intro, or sometimes those intros that are like, it's like the whole like singing and da 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 da. Unless it's a page that I really need that information, I'll tolerate it. But like, to be honest, I just want to see the thing. So if you look at my last 10 videos, even though the audio's not the best, and some of them are my TikTok live replays, or my videos here, if you notice, I go right into it. So there's a formula, and this, you want to write this down too if some of you don't know this yet. So title and thumbnail matter. I used to fight that with tooth and nail. I used to be like, oh, whatever. I have a decent following on Instagram. Because I have 19K on Instagram, and I used to start by saying, cut it out, cut it out, cut. Because the thing is, like, once I just swallowed the fact and not took it personally that nobody cares about me yet, and this I learned from Roberto Blake and Daryl, it was like I started seeing more higher views, because I was like, that's true. Like when I'm looking on the internet, like if you're searching for how to lose weight, or you're searching for, I don't know, how to fix something, like you just want your problem solved, or you want to be entertained right now. Like you don't, the fluff, hey, what's up, guy? That's it. Someone will click out. Like I didn't realize that. I thought a nice hello, because that would be normal in person, right? In person, you would say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, where are you from? Like you, on the internet, it's a different ball game. Like people are scrolling all the time. So even like at the beginning of this video, I was getting adjusted. What I'm going to do is when the live is done, I'm actually going to go to my computer and chop off the beginning and start right at, hey guys, we're going to dive right into this. Like you're going to see that after the video all the way uploads and I'm able to slice that off. That's what I do, because people have time. They choose what they want to do with their time, and they don't have time to hear your 30-second introduction. So when I swallowed that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. When I'm looking for, like, the masks for during the pandemic, it really messed like I'm on a whole journey with my skin. That's a whole nother topic for another time. But like it really messed with my skin. Like I think I was allergic to the material and my face just didn't like being inside of a mask. But I think the rubbing up against my face, like it gave me like, whatever. Anyways, so when I'm looking, like I'm going through it, I'm getting sad about my skin, right? Like that's the vulnerable truth. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've never had bad skin before. Like, okay, I need to what can I do? Like I'm just researching, right? I don't have time to hear like, hey, oh my gosh, so this morning, really quick story, guy. Or actually, stories are good, but that's another topic. But unless I know you and I have followed you for a while, I don't really care about your story. I care about you telling me how to clear my skin so I can get my confidence back up. Like that's just the truth. So, title, generate curiosity. Okay, so I'm getting mine have improved. I'm still on my journey with that, but invoke curiosity. Like, if I said only 98% of people will actually do this one thing to lose weight, but the rest of you won't. And it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, it's kind of like getting at you a little bit. You're like, well, what do you mean? And it kind of makes you want to click on it just to like see, like, well, what? I'm part of the 2% that'll do it. Like, I want to, it invokes curiosity. So what the eyeballs, like what I learned from Daryl Eves, and from Daryl Eves is like he's been in the game for a really long time, and Roberto Blake has been in the game for a really long time, and they've even studied how like humans like look at YouTube. And what they do is they immediately look at the thumbnail. So if the thumbnail doesn't look interesting, they're not even really looking at the title. So the thumbnail needs to be decent, right? And you want it to be real. You don't want it to be like showing bombs going off or something, or like just something really crazy, and then they click on it and it's just you sitting in your car. Like that's not going to build trust. So you want it to look the same, but just have it higher quality. make sure you have lighting on your face. There's other pages that can teach you about how to make better thumbnails. So they look at the thumbnail, they're like, okay, that's like a cool thumbnail. It's kind of like, I'm dating myself, but remember when we used to go to Blockbuster and like, what was it? It was Hollywood Video and Blockbuster. Remember how you would look at the videos, and based on how the video cover looked, it made you want to watch it, right? You could even taken it home and watched it, and you were like, oh my gosh, this sucked, but they did a great job with the way that the video cover looked, right? So it's the same thing. It's like you want to pull people in. Even on Netflix, everything has a video cover. So that's something to take serious. Even if you just started out for the first month having better thumbnails, even if you once they clicked and the video was like, like this, but like you'll see on my last video, it's like it's enhanced. There's the lighting's a little bit better. I mess with the hues a little bit. I, make myself pop, right? And it's like, okay, cool. Like this girl, it's a cool, okay, decent quality thumbnail. Okay, and now I look at the title and like now I'm curious, and so now I clicked, right? So that's the formula. Decent thumbnail, really excellent thumbnail, but thumbnail, title, first 10 seconds. Some thumbnails are ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Like the overly AI ones, I kind of can't take it, but those ones perform really well. I personally don't care about those ones, but in the globe, like on Earth, globally, those ones get clicked on a lot. Some of them are lies. Like some of them you click on it and you're like, this is not even like, I thought you were like going to the Met Ball, like, and you're like sitting somewhere looking crazy, like don't have it like, because I used to be like, oh well, maybe I'll do a cuter picture of myself. Like I'll do a cuter picture of myself, and then like even when they click on it, they'll see that I'm in the car with the bun, and I was just like, that's not invoking trust. Like, no, I no, right now this is what I really look like. I really have no makeup on with a bun, and I'm talking in a car. So if that interests you enough, and I hooked you in with like a good title, and you're like, I actually do want to know about what she's talking about, it'll make you want to actually continue to watch. So um so I got rid of that. I was like, I'm not gonna do a cute Instagram picture and then like put it on a thumbnail. So then, okay, so it goes, the eyeballs literally, they studied it. It goes thumbnail, title, click. And then it goes back up to the video. And the first 3 seconds, there are, and we know because we've all done it, right? You guys have probably done it to me, like, I'm not really interested in what she's saying. Like it's already wasn't really like, I like Ciana, I'm getting to know who she is on YouTube, but like this, she's already taken too long. Click out. You guys probably done it to me. So, and don't do that no more. I'm kidding. But the first 3 seconds. So the what's ups, the long intros, when you're not known, it's not going to work. So there's that. Niching down, the niching factor. There's a huge debate about it, and I get both sides, and both sides make sense. And I think at the end of the day, you have to just start, and then you have to do an experiment. So right now, I consider myself a scientist. I'm a scientist. I'm not worried about, oh my God, my video didn't do good. I now look at it like a scientist. I'm like, okay, I posted, so my last 5 videos did this. Okay, what analysis can I get? What's my hypothesis here? Should I niche down? Maybe should I broaden out a little bit? Like I keep niching down to like, because I used to actually just post a lot of me training with my old trainer. He's a master trainer. He's trained tons of professional bodybuilders. And I was showing my journey with that. And I'm going to still actually do that, but do it differently now because I'm a scientist. I analyze the data and I'm now doing something different. But like, it just wasn't hitting. Like people kind of were just like, because again, I'm not like, there's so many professional fitness videos that my videos were kind of like, it just wasn't hitting. I'm just going to say it like that. So I kind of started to go to like, you know what, let me just start talking and like doing free trainings. And like, I used to be a high level district manager. I'm good at that. So I'll just start training and developing people in certain topics. And like some of my videos have been popping. one video, the one that's on my main, like if you're looking at a computer, it's me talking in the car. That's one of my most viewed videos in the last month. And the comments, there's like 40 comments. I usually only get like 3 to 5 comments. There's like 40 comments on there. And that was me in the car with my hair in a bun. So you just kind of like, don't overthink it. I'll just say that. Like, just do in a bubble. Like, I'm not going to all of a sudden start talking about cars when like we talk about health, fitness, and mindfulness and spirituality over here. You know what I mean? It's like that's too far out. But like, if you kind of pick a bubble, like a little ecosystem, like I have a little ego, I have like a little galaxy of things that all kind of work together, like wellness and health and like spirituality and like mindfulness and emotional intelligence, and that all they all kind of like work together. So um that's why I kind of talk about some of the topics here and there. One video might get really deep. We might get really personal, really deep, and another video might be kind of like surface level, how to lose weight. But then sometimes people are on a spiritual journey when they're trying to lose weight, right? Like they're not losing the weight because they're depressed. They're going through it. They have some inner healing to do. So the niche thing, I would pick, that's my opinion. That's what's kept me going and excited. Because the thing is, sometimes when you only niche down, like for example, I heard that too. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, do what other people are doing that's been very successful. So I started niching down to only talking about losing weight. And like I was burning out from it. Like I would do 10 videos in a row about, okay, gotta lose fat this way. And like I love talking about it, but like it was just, I'm like, there's only so many angles and times I could talk about this. Like, so now I like, okay, how to lose weight from the spiritual standpoint, how to lose weight with mindfulness, how to lose weight from a wellness standpoint, right? Like there's other angles now I take with it. And then I also have my ebook guide. So for anyone watching now or on the replay, definitely click below to get that, to snag that up, because people have got it and definitely lost a lot of weight on it. It's like, even that. So right now, I just plugged that right now because I stand by it, I live by it, and people use it. They got results. And I don't have that many subscribers. So I make money. I have several streams of income, and some of them are from the ebook sales. Some of them are from, I'm also talking about this hyperlink calendar that I'm obsessed with. I'm going to do a whole video on that another time. I have affiliate links. So you guys have been seeing me do like my TikTok samples that I've been getting and then talking about it. So when people buy, that's another form of income portal opened. I'm going to start offering coaching soon. I might do a couple group coaching where we really dive deep. And so, because I'm also a trained life purpose facilitator, so I can help you find your purpose as well. So, and I only have 2,600 subscribers right now. So you don't need a lot of money, or you don't need a lot of subscribers to start making money. You don't need a lot of views to start making money on the internet, on YouTube, by the way. So this is a marketing tool, right? So a lot of people are like, oh man, like I have to get to 1 million subscribers before I can start making money. You can make money with 10 subscribers and 100 views, because you might post something and it's exactly what someone was looking for, and then they buy your product and they also subscribe. And it's like, I would rather have really highly engaged, like into this content, into really embodying this content, rather than going viral because I like twerked. You know what I mean? Like, say like a lot of the girls that like the fitness girls, where they like twerk a lot in their videos and like they get a ton of views. Like that's tight. That's cool. That's what's up. But I really want to help you lose weight. Like I really want to dive deep into why you're feeling depressed or why you're not feeling like you have a purpose. You know what I mean? So you can go viral in a certain niche by doing something like that you can't keep consistent with, like, or sell a product with. So yeah, the niche thing, I would say turn into a scientist with YouTube. And I think that from the scientist lens, it doesn't feel like it's as much pressure. It feels fun. It feels like And there's no rush. It's like, if you want this to really be a lifetime thing, then just start and every single month analyze, tweak, analyze, tweak, analyze, tweak, get 1% better every video. Like, and it just, for example, I say like a lot. I notice that all the time. I'm from California. I'm going to say like a lot. Over time, I'll eventually stop saying like so much in videos, but it's just part of my DNA. It's being a girl born and raised in California. So a lot of people will over sabotage themselves because, oh, I sound this, or I say this, or I say a lot, or yeah, I do have a Valley accent. And now, but that's who someone might have to hear a deep message because I sound like a Valley girl. Like someone else that may maybe sound like just too professional, or maybe sound like they're from the South, or maybe sound like they're from another country. They're not going to be able to receive the information. Someone might literally be like, Siana, you changed my life. And I might have been saying like the whole time. But in between the messages, like they speak Valley Girl language too. So they're like, oh my gosh, I was able to actually get better at my emotional intelligence because they heard it from Ciana with the Valley Girl accent. Do you see what I mean? So for anyone watching it now or on the replay, it's like you're not saturated. YouTube is not saturated because you're not saturated. There's 8 billion people on the planet. I don't know how many people are on. How many people are on YouTube? I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure it's like at least a couple billion, at least. Oh, the 3 billion? Okay. So 3 billion people are on YouTube. Billion. B. And you mean to tell me it's oversaturated? There's even people that, so for example, like people will follow me, like subscribe to me, I think out of curiosity because they see my last name is Singh because I'm half Punjabi, half Black. So someone may not even care about a fitness journey or a health journey or anything I have to say, but they're 3 on stream, I mean. Oh, there's 3 on stream. Okay. Well, nonetheless, I know there's a few billion on YouTube, and it's not oversaturated. In 2020, people assumed that the case, and then I got 2,600 subscribers from just being myself. So that tells me it's not overly saturated. I just have to get better at like my consistency, all my stuff, right? So like it's just start. The time's going to go by anyway. And I really wish, I kind of love that I didn't do it because now I have that. Now this is part of my journey. Oh, it's the earth. See, I'm trying to get to the earth. Like I'm global right now. I'm global. There's only 4 people watching right now, but there's going to be people that watch it on the replay. I'm global. So what do you mean it's saturated? Like the whole globe is we can tap into the whole globe. What'd you say? You said it's strange that people even find my video. Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, that's what I was saying. People, so some people that aren't even into health and fitness, they're perfectly fine with that journey in their life. Some of them want to just follow my journey because I'm half Punjabi, and they're like, that's interesting. It's one of the rarest. I swear, it's one of the rarest mixes in the entire world. Literally. So I have a competitive edge because that's just kind of something cool and interesting. And I have like the craziest journey being a Black and Punjabi person. So, I kind of talk about blips of that throughout my journey, but I think over time I might dive deeper into that. So bottom line is like, yeah, it's like how people find your videos. What's your videos about, by the way? Just out of curiosity. So yes, it's your time. It's your time to start a YouTube. Don't overthink it. If you want to start it and then like use me as an accountability partner, commentary. Okay, that's dope. People are, I mean, that's can go into so many different avenues with acting, I mean, you already know it's about commentary. So YouTube, how to, communicate with people in person. I mean, all of that, like communication that's how we operate as humans. So, or just like commentating something, right? Like whatever, I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but That's a really good one. And it's, you can go different angles with it and keep it fresh and keep it interesting for yourself. And I think that's why, although technically, and I'm a big manifester, words are very important to me. So I don't even like saying it right now, but I'm going to say it, even though I'm not monetized yet, even though I always tell myself I'm monetized. Um, it doesn't matter because I just enjoy talking to, like, this lights me up. This is pouring into me right now, like talking on a live, diving deep into something that I know that I'm going through and you're going through too. So it's like it doesn't matter, but if you do start to niche down too much and you get burnt out, like I get off of a live and I'm like I feel like I took a couple shots of tequila. Like that's how I feel. So you need to find something like that for you, to where no matter what happens with your channel, you're filling up your cup by doing it. Like this is not a depletion, right? When I get off, I'm not going to feel exhausted. Like, dang, is anyone going to watch? Or I kept stuttering. I forgot what I was going to say. I kept saying, I kept saying like, it don't matter. Like me and you are here right now. We're diving deep and this is filling up my cup. And so someone else might need to see this and they just see someone that they can relate to starting a YouTube is going to help them start a YouTube. So all the overly curated content, I think it has its place and those go viral for a reason. But when you really dig into it, it's like a lot of the big YouTube channels that say, okay, here's in 2024, start your YouTube like this. I'll watch them. And it's just like very broad statements. Like it doesn't help out people like me and you, right? Like I know when I have 500K, I'm going to look back at this video and be like, dang, I forgot that I felt like that. Because you can't feel that way when you're not in it, right? So a lot of big YouTubers, they try to encourage small YouTubers to start and they're just getting views from you. And then you're still not going to start because it's not real. They're not in the grind of that journey anymore. So I agree. My viewers have a wide variety of interests. Absolutely. That's awesome. I mean, that that. So, you know, um, the biggest thing is to start, to not overthink it, tapping in with Daryl Eves and Roberta Blake. Those ones I feel like even though they're huge, because their YouTube channels are only about building YouTube channels, I think that they do, especially Roberto Blake, he'll do a 5-hour live stream and pop up the analytics and be like, okay, so line number 1, this is what this means. This is why it means that. This is how you analyze it. Da, 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 da. And then he'll go into examples. And it's like, if you really are about this life, you want to really become an expert at what you're doing, if you really want to make this full-time eventually. So I'm drinking my tea with my cloves in it. So yeah, number 2, or I don't know what number I was on, but I know for me, I needed to get confident with speaking in front of a lens. So even no, it's just literally hot water, lemon, and cloves. I knew I was going to be talking a lot, so I wanted to just have like hot water. Because I'll get to I notice that when I go on these lives, I get really excited, and then my voice will get dry, or the back of my throat will get dry because I'm not like swallowing. I got a clove in my mouth. But hey, CC, I've been watching since day 1. Yes, you have, Stefan, and I really appreciate it. Truly, 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 it means more than you know. So at the end of the day, you can get overwhelmed, and again, for people watching this on the replay, you can get overwhelmed and think that you have to have it perfect. You have to learn how to speak first. You have to have the lighting, and like it's just not. Every big YouTuber, I don't know one that started out with a great video. I haven't found one yet. If you guys have found one, tell me so I can like. Then those are like the Michael Jacksons, right? Those are the Chris Browns. Those are the LeBrons. Like that's just their journey during this lifetime. Like they already maybe are picking up some. If you believe in past lives, I do. They're picking up talents from a past life, and they already have that thing, right? But most of us, it's like for example, like Michael Jordan, everyone knows he got cut from his basketball team. And even though there probably was, obviously he got cut, right? So there was better people than him at that time. But he studied, he became a scientist, he became an expert to where he's literally going down in history. Kobe is, I don't even care about the debate, but like he's number one in my opinion, my personal opinion. But he wouldn't really be Kobe if like there wasn't a Michael Jordan, right? So because Michael Jordan became a scientist, he became an expert, he became super dialed in. He wasn't obviously born with a natural talent, because if he was, he would have made that team that he got cut from. So he probably had like a little, natural like athleticism that most young guys do, but it wasn't good enough to make the team, right? So it's the same thing with this. Like I just think it depends on how much you want it, and it doesn't have to be something that you overdo. I used to think I needed a mic. Oh my gosh. And like think about, okay, so even right now I'm talking, let me see. Let me hear how I sound real quick. At the beginning of this video, I was getting adjusted when honestly, this sounds decent to me. You know what I mean? It's like someone that just needs to hear the message. Obviously, okay, if it's super fuzzy and stuff, that's super annoying to listen to. But if it's clear enough, I got this from Amazon. It's this one right here, Amazon. It's in my Amazon store. Like, I think it was like 20 bucks, 25 bucks. And you just put there's like a piece that goes in the bottom, and then there's two mics. So if I had someone with me, they could be hooked in too. And it sounds fine. Like all of these things are getting better and better too, by the way. Like a lot of the YouTube like gear. Like right now I'm just using this 20 bucks Amazon. Like it's just not that serious, you know? And just those alone, it's a little bit better lighting, it's a little bit better audio. So I know again the top people that I listen to, I really was shocked actually when I realized that. I was like, wow, they don't do no lighting, they don't do no audio, they don't they're usually their camera is like this too. It's like they're like that sometimes, and I'm still listening because I don't care. I'm listening to how potent the information is because I need to hear that information from them. I always catch her live and I be the only one in the live chat vibing with her. I love her vibes. You know what? And that's enough for me. That's enough for me because I'm not building a fluffy YouTube. Like I am building a community of health, fitness, and mindfulness. And then some people may tap in with me and be along with me on this whole journey. Some people might tap in with me, only needed to hear a paragraph of what I needed to say, and then never go back to my channel. That's okay because I'm really here in service. Like this is my higher calling from God. Like I'm stepping into my purpose. God's going to work out all the subscribers and the views and all that and all the level up and all that. So that goes into the spirituality part too. When are tapping into something bigger than just like trying to get views or trying to go viral, or like for example, I went viral on TikTok for doing a funny video with my grandma. I untagged it. Um, oh, you know what? I can't play it. Hold on. Let me make sure my phone is all the way down. You guys are going to laugh. So this hit over 1 million views on TikTok. I have to, oh wait, it's not letting me open it. Oh man. Whatever, I'll find it. It's me, like, remember, like, I don't know what that dance was called, but it was like doing this and I went viral. I got over like 1 million views. I was never able to do that again. Like it just went viral that one time. I wasn't able to monetize it. I wasn't able to build a community off of that, like doing a funny dance with my grandma. Like, so for anyone watching this on the replay or watching it right now, it's like, build a community, like have a purpose, like have a reason why you're doing this. People are really out here hurting. People are really out here needing information. People are really out here confused. People are really out here lost. People are really out here, trying to figure out their life. They don't need you to do a funny dance all the time and do TikTok. Like build a community. And I think that because they need to see you as the leader of that community, it's never going to be overly saturated. So there's people that I used to watch every day, and I don't really, I still follow them. I still am subscribed, but I got the information that I needed from them at that time. I got it. I embodied it. I learned from it. They were great. They got views from me. I think I bought their book. They got a sale from me, and like I moved on. You know what I mean? So your page might even do that. So I think when you're thinking about it from a bird's eye view, like when you really zoom out, why are you really doing this? It's even something like commentary, or even something like mechanics, like you can turn anything into a higher purpose, I feel like. And I feel like when you do it from that lens, all the analytics, when something doesn't hit, when something doesn't, it gets half the views and you're used to getting, when something, when you get the trolls, all that stuff, the crazy weird stuff that I've gotten is insane, but I'm just like, whatever. Because I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view, like why is CianaSingh doing this? Like there's a bigger movement happening spiritually for me personally, like in my own journey. A lot of things that I've gone through in life have brought me to where I'm at today. And the comments that I get from, see my voice starting to go dry. The comments that I get from some of the women, and some of the men too, but mainly women, and they'll reach out to me like on my Instagram, and they'll slide in my DM, and they'll just be like, wow, you really unlocked something for me. Like I really have started my journey, or oh my gosh, the last video. So this video, and this is gonna unlock some stuff for you too. Um, how do I find it? So when people first go to my page, it's probably because I'm live right now. It's like it's showcasing this, but usually it's this other video right here. When I looked at that video, the comments, there was like 5 people said that they're suffering from depression. And I was just like, whoa, when I was talking about one of my friends passing away, it's like it spoke to them so deeply that they all, 5 different people, or maybe I'm exaggerating, I think it was like a solid 4 people that opened up on a public platform and said that they're really going through it, and they're really struggling, and they're really don't want to get out of bed. And it's just like, wow, you can't mess around with stuff like that. So when you're starting a YouTube, really like remember that the subscribers are real human beings that have real lives. And sometimes it's not always that deep, if they're looking up a cooking channel or whatever, but even that could be spiritual because you're really, pouring love and spirituality into the food. Or maybe you're whatever, or maybe you're connecting with family and talking about spirituality and talking about God while you're cooking the food. Like it can get deep. So when you do that, people can feel it, and they will forgive the non-edited videos. They will forgive the lighting not being as good. They will forgive a little bit of audio bumps in the road. A lot of people, let's see, a lot of people a lot of people seem to relate to depression videos. Yeah. And what was interesting is that my video wasn't about oh, you know what it was about? It was actually to get people excited, like to wake people up. But like through me, I think probably touching some pain points, they were like, this video is really like touching me. And I'm so depressed, but like this video is like waking me up. And I just was like, whoa, like a video that I made in my car, speaking from the heart, is getting somebody that's super depressed out of their bed. Like this is not a joke. Like if I'm talking about health, fitness, and mindfulness and wellness and spirituality, it's because people are really searching, because like it's bad, like people are going through it. So um yeah, I just think when you do it from that lens, I think it becomes fun. I think it becomes deep, I think it becomes your life purpose, and God will take care of the rest. So don't overthink it, don't overdo it, don't self-sabotage, get rid of the imposter syndrome. Um, and just start, and you'll be surprised. Like in let's just say in 5 years, you could go full time. You know what I mean? The 5 years are going to go by anyway. So why not just do it for 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes a week? Start out with one video a week. then go to one video, or go start with one video a month and then go to one video a week, you know, whatever. Um, so, and does anyone have any questions? Also, too, speaking of health, fitness, mindfulness, I do have my ebook. I haven't been talking about it a lot lately, but make sure to tap in with it. It's fantastic to start your New Year's off. I also do have a TikTok store with like dope stuff on it. Check out my TikTok for that. And for anyone that watches this on the replay or just in general now, whenever, um, because I've impacted some people, they've hit me up and said, hey, do you have a Cash App? Do you have a way to donate to your channel? Do you have PayPal? I do. It's all in the link in description. I even have it posted, pinned right now for my Cash App. So if anyone feels called to do that, but number one is liking the video and subscribing. That really pushes my channel. And I didn't realize how much it really does help your channel. Like, especially liking the video. It just literally alerts the algorithm like, hey, this video is good enough to share with someone else because there's value in it, right? So that's number one. So there's that. So yeah, does anyone have any questions before I hop off? Because I am hungry and I don't like eating. I like to not eat past 5:30. I know that's ridiculously early, but when it gets dark outside super early, I stop eating really early. So does anyone have any questions before I go? Awesome. I'm happy you believe it to be so because we're all trying to make it out here. We're going to do it together. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate all of you guys tapping in. Make sure to catch me on the next one. I read every single comment, by the way. I may not be able to write back all the time, but I read every single comment because I'm a scientist. I'm doing market research. I want to see what you guys are thinking, saying, what you guys are going through. And it also makes me better too, because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I can improve in that, you know, or I can get better at that, or I can focus on that. So I read every single comment. So don't ever hesitate to comment. All right. I appreciate all of you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your new year. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.